Good morning. Welcome or welcome back. It's in the morning. I'm taking this out because I wanted to thaw for this evening. Tonight I'm going to make homemade chicken nuggets. I have been dying to make these because I try and do things just a tad bit healthier for my kids, or sneak a veggie in where I can. I don't usually have to sneak it in too much because my kids are good about eating their veggies, but I stick extras in there. So I tried this with canned chicken once. No, it was a no. It wasn't even a no, it was a no. Okay, it was gross. Just thinking about it, it brings up the old feelings. So I'm gonna try it again doing this, and I'm gonna try it so that you don't have to. So let's get right to it. I'm gonna put this over there. It's only gonna be a second for you, but it's gonna be hours for me. Let's go heat up the pots. All right, so we're just going to start. I'm going to take the pack of chicken meat. Now remember, I said this from the beginning, I've never made this before, so I'm trying to follow along on a couple of recipes that I think will work for my family. So I'm putting the whole pound in here. Oops. Now typically I would double up on this, but I'm afraid because I've never made it, so I don't know if it's going to make more, but I could always make more. If it doesn't make enough, I can whip up another batch really quick. All right, so put that in the garbage, over there. Things that I have in here. It's a half a teaspoon of onion powder, a half a teaspoon of pepper and seasoned salt, 2 tablespoons of soy, a half a teaspoon of sugar, and 2 tablespoons cornstarch. That's everything. To add the seasonings in. Boom, 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 all the way around. Gonna add the soy sauce in there. Boom, 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 all the way around. Looks like a lot. Oh, that's what it calls for. Okay. It says 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. I'm going to start with half of it because I'm not using as much chicken as they did, and I'm afraid I'm going to have too much. So I'm going to put half in there, just for now. And here's my little thing. This is cauliflower rice. That's just a way of me sneaking in a little bit of something in there. Okay, so now I have to blend this up together. I'm going to pause right here because it's really loud, and then we'll go from there. All right, well, here we go. So you wanted to mix it up until it looks like paste. Be careful when you're taking it out of here, or you could do it with a hand mixer. You could do it with whatever you got, your hands. I've seen a couple of them, I saw them do this with an actual chicken breast. I bought the ground chicken because I figured I could cut a corner there, but I've seen them making it with just a whole piece of chicken breast in there. So we're going to get these out, and then we're going to start forming them. I could smell the seasoning in this. All right, so we're going to get them out. I got a little, like a small cookie scoop. I think that might help me out with making the shapes, if I can figure out what to say. It's just a small one. I have this one, and then I have a big one. So we'll see. Maybe I need 2 scoops. I don't know. So I'm going to start with 1 scoop of the small melon ball or cookie thing. I don't know what these things are. Put it in my hand. Oh yeah, that's perfect, right about that. And then, like, they're really, really, really soft right now. So we're gonna shape these into nuggets, I guess. I don't know what else. That's what we're making, right? Nuggets. So we're just gonna make them oddly shaped. No two are gonna be the same. And then I'm gonna put it over here on parchment paper, because what I'm gonna do after that is I'm gonna put it in the freezer just to let them firm up a little bit so that I can start handling them. This is gonna be a no when I try and handle it. It's gonna fall apart. So that's just what we're gonna do. And of course I snuck in the cauliflower and all that kind of stuff. And will they care? Probably not, because they like it, but it's just another way of getting an extra veggie in there when, you know, nobody's looking. All right, so I'm gonna make up the rest of these and then I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. I'm afraid I'm gonna get popped because I hear it popping, but it's not to temperature yet. So I made the nuggets. Gotta get them back out. I put them in the refrigerator so they didn't get soft. So I made the nuggets. They came out really nice. Nice and firm now that I put them in there. They've been in the freezer for about 15 minutes. Okay, so in this pan, sorry, just opened up a pair of chopsticks and piece of wood got in there. This is a half cup of cornstarch. To the wet, I don't know what you're gonna call it, the wet ingredients, we're gonna do a cup and a quarter of flour. In here I have seasoned salt, a teaspoon, a quarter teaspoon of baking soda, not powder. I'm going to put an egg. Oh, I forgot to get the water. Yeah. Can I have a 1 1/4 cup of cold water? Yeah. We'll mix that up. Okay. Hold on a minute. All right. So I put the seasoning in here. Trying to get fancy, right? I got chopsticks, but that's really just for trying to get the chicken nugget in and out of the wet drudge. Gonna make a little thing in there. Gotta put an egg in there. Oops, I think it went right through the shell. And gonna need the water too. 1 cup and 1/4. I can feel that heat coming off of that stuff, off the cooking oil. Got all the seasonings in here. Jumping out of the pan. He wants to go everywhere. So we get that mixed up. It's really thick right now. That's not kicking it. Gotta turn that. I can smell the oil getting way too hot. I have one of those noses where you can smell everything. All right, so I'm just gonna check the temperature. I don't know if this is the right thermometer for it, but I'm doing it. Yep, it's good. You want to get it to 300 degrees, the oil. And then we're just gonna hope I'm not gonna get splattered, so I'm really afraid of oil. We're gonna dredge it in a little bit of the cornstarch.
And then we're going to put it in here. Hopefully I can get it in and out without creating too much of a mess. I was going to do it in a shallow bowl, but that's why I got the chopsticks, because I think it'll work better than trying to, except for I'm not very good at chopsticks. Why would I pick a utensil that I'm not very good at? I don't know. Whoop, drop it in. Look how that puffed up real quick. Well, now you know they puff up, so you might want to make them a little bit smaller than I did, because I made them the traditional size, and yeah, probably not a good idea. These things puffed up like crazy. Oh my goodness, yeah. Those things are huge. I might want to make these just a tad bit smaller, to be honest. That's why I say I do it so you don't have to. Because these things are puffing up like nobody's business. Geez, I'm no good at these things. Let me get a couple going, then I'll come back when I got it down right. All right. I had to pause the video because we were having technical difficulties over here. I made the chicken nuggets like you would see when you get them at the store, nice and fluffy. Well, apparently these things get really big. It looks like a zeppoli, or a zeppole, or a zeppel. But I made these flatter, part of the flour on my hands, but I made these much flatter, and these are so flat. And over here, I got this giant puff of a chicken. They taste good because we tasted them. They're just not quite flat like a regular chicken nugget. But this is going to take a few minutes in there. I'll get a few more going in the pan. And you know, the cornstarch is going to give them a little bit of, little more of a crunch. And it also helps the cornstarch helps the wet batter stick. So let's get a couple going. Yeah, this is a messy one, guys. I think I like the dry one better that I saw, but I really wanted to try this one because it looked really good. The wet batter going in, it really looked yummy. But this is really a messy one. And if you don't like messy ones, I wouldn't do it. But they do look really good. And Yasmin ate one. Eric's upstairs begging to see if I just squeezed it to see, you know, if it would pop or anything. But it's doing really well. I turned the heat down. It said 350. I feel like my cast iron frying pan here was screaming, smoking hot. And I had to turn it down. Because it was, look. Big giant, looks like a small potato. So, You'll see my fails and my sales, so, but that's what it is. And that was at one that I made that was probably no thicker than my thumb, but they really puffed up. I'm trying to get this one done before I put any more in there because I don't want to put those raw ones in with this cooked one. You got to add them all at the same time. Now these are going to be twice baked. I'm going to take them out. I got it up here. I have parchment under here, and I'm going to put the chickens on here and let them drain off. And then right before we eat them again, I'm going to drop them down once more for a couple of minutes. Not really sure of the cooking on this. I guess I can get out my thermometer. Here we go. So that's why I say I try it, so you don't have to. Got flour everywhere though, so it's gonna have to be good because a messy cook is a good cook. At least in my house. All right, let me take this one off. You know what? Let's take a look at it on camera. Hold on a moment. My Santa cookies there. Yes, I'm Santa baby. For me. Ugh, I'm using the wrong end. Ha ha. I'm wondering why it's sliding all over the plate. Ooh, it smells good. Mmm. Well, I'll wait and taste it with the other kids. But that's the idea. Put them in there. You really, really have to make them. When I tell you, you have to make them flat. Cut back on some of the baking stuff that makes things fluff up. I mean, if you look at it, this is about the length of my pointer finger, and it's not even as thick as my side of my pinky. I don't know how else to kind of make you see it. It's about 3/4 of a side of my pinky, but even that was kind of large. But is there one in here? Oh, there is one in there. Haha. Oh, I just stuck raw meat on there. I forgot that was in there. There we go. Well, let me get these in here and I'll show you them when I'm done, I guess. I'll come back when I have to re-drop them and then I'll show you again. Okay, so this is really, really a messy, messy way to make these. If you don't mind the mess, I don't know, but I'm getting there. I made them like so flat, like almost pancake flat, and sorry, the ends of these are all messed up because my fingers were all in it. And they're still coming out bigger and puffier, but these at least are thinner. The other ones were a giant golf ball size. Kids were laughing at me. I said, I didn't know. My first time ever. He's still over there laughing. So, but that's what we're doing. So I'll be back when we get to the next step. All right, I want to show you something. Look at my hands. If anybody tells you that they made this recipe and they were able to dunk it and move it all gingerly or using the chopsticks, they're lying. They're lying. I used everything from a fork to tongs to chopsticks to a knife to this. I'm telling you, the only way to get it out of there is I put it on my hand, the little nugget thing. I put it on there and I just mushed it around like that and threw it in there. Telling you, it doesn't dunk and go directly in there. As much as they all said it goes like that, I think they're lying. Or maybe not, I don't want to call anybody a liar, it's just shading the truth. Or I am super bad at these things. Or those nuggets were frozen and not just firm. Because I don't see how they did it. So, all right, I'm gonna get back. I'll be back in a minute when we go to the second fry. I'm gonna wash my hands. Okay, so all of the chicken is done. It's cooked thoroughly, but it's not nice and brown. But they are, as you can see, they're cooked inside. So I'm just gonna re-drop them real quick to get some color, a little bit more color on them. And then we're gonna be over at the table for a taste test. Now, everything I was watching, people were saying anywhere from 200 to 350 to cook the oil at. I did 350 to start, and I don't know where it got to, but this is what happened immediately. And they were giant golf ball sizes. So I turned it down. I mostly did 200, 250 to get them done. I just now cranked up the heat a tad bit, so I drop them in for maybe a minute and back out of the basket. That's what we're doing now. So I want to make sure, and I've been breaking them open as I go to make sure that they're cooked all the way through, because I haven't ever made this before, so I'm not really sure what to do. But the handle's still a little messy. Let me see it out. I want that oil just a tad bit hotter so I could drop it down and get them brown. Yaya already tasted one. She said they're good. So, I don't know. We'll see. So I'll be right back. Okay, well, there goes Eric's plate. Look how nice and crispy they are. Here, listen. Okay, so I got them back in. They got, oops, dripping oil. They got a really good bubble going on. And I'm literally just gonna brown them up. Eric is standing over here with his plate.
Hi.
Ready to go. Probably should have put a pan here, but I got soap and water, I'll fix it. So that's it. That's the second drop. It's just a quick get in there. They're good and hot. They're nice and brown. This one looks like it's got a engine going out of it. There you go. See the difference in the color? One is white, one is brown. That's all we're doing. Is I don't want to leave these in here too long. Ouch, the handle's hot. I forget that the cast iron handle gets hot. Okay, Eric, get to the table. And that's it. Quick drop back in. I'm gonna quick drop these. And Eric's gonna be over here talking to you in a minute. Look at this one. Looks like a bear, his head up yelling. Ah! That's probably the one Eric wants. It's good to drop them the second time, because by the time you're done frying these things, if you don't have a fryer, they're cold. Just throw them in. Get a nice little brown on it. And we'll meet you at the table.
If you get any benefit at all from my content, you can help me out by clicking like, share, commenting, and definitely hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you'll be notified every time I upload a new video.
All right, there goes Eric's plate. Looking absolutely scrumptious. Listen, it's got a little bit of a crunch on there. Let's get Eric over and see what it tastes like. All right, Eric, it took me a few minutes, but I definitely got it together.
I was sitting there waiting because it's
Waiting,
good.
it smells so good, right? All right. Oh, I hear crunch.
Oh my! It's so good.
Is it? Awesome.
It's one of the best things I've ever tasted. And the fries.
Fries, those are Grandma's homemade seasoned fries. They just have Lowry seasoning, salt, pepper, garlic, and onion on them. Why don't you dip it and see how you like it? Dip the chicken. Which way do you like it? Better.
Got it.
Like it with a blue barbecue sauce?
Right on.
Just plain? Huh? Awesome. All right, well, let's get everybody else over here so they can eat too. All right, there you have it. The food critic himself, I say it every time. He likes his food, and he will tell me
And I
when
only
it's
like,
not good.
Yeah, I only like good food.
Tell him I'm ignorant like that. No, he's not ignorant. I'm only kidding. He will tell me though if it's not good.
I will.
Okay, so there you have it. I'm gonna go get my plate now. Bye-bye.